Ever wish there was like a cheat sheet for life?
Mm-hmm.
You know, some kind of guide to unlock the big stuff, like true security.
Yeah.
Real freedom, a life that you actually like want.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out financial well-being,
Yeah.
closer to that cheat sheet than you might think. We're diving into an article today that really unpacks this whole idea. The benefits of being, as they put it, financially sound.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, it is about way more than just like having a big bank account.
It really is. It's amazing, actually, how much it impacts, how interconnected it all is, because we often think about, personal finances as just numbers.
Right.
This article digs into the ripple effect they have on, like, your well-being as a whole. Stress levels, relationships, even your health is tied into this.
That's what I thought was so interesting because, okay, I get it, money, stress, yeah. But this article got into, like, the actual science of it.
Yeah.
Like, did you know that chronic financial worry can mess with your cortisol levels?
Oh, yeah.
Your stress hormone?
Absolutely.
We're talking like disrupted sleep, digestive issues, even a weakened immune system, just from worrying about money.
It's true. Because it's like your body goes on high alert. It senses this undercurrent of instability.
You think something's wrong.
Yeah. And it's not always a rational response, right? Because if you actually look at the numbers, but your body's like, no, something's not right.
It's fight or flight mode.
Exactly. So on the flip side, when you're financially secure, your body can actually relax. You're not in that constant fight or flight. It's like you get better sleep, your digestion improves, immune system even gets stronger. Why?
So it's not even just that you can buy things. It's that your body's finally in a place to actually enjoy anything.
Exactly.
Now, this article also talks about emergency preparedness.
Okay.
Which, let's be real, not the most, like, thrilling topic.
Why I chuckle.
Right. But they make a really good point, like, life throws curveballs.
It does.
Having that financial stability, it's like having a good catcher's mitt, you know what I mean?
It's huge. I mean, imagine, like, your car breaks down unexpectedly.
Yeah.
If you're already struggling financially,
Yeah.
that's a crisis. On top of everything else, potentially puts you in more debt, more hardship.
Oh, it just snowballs.
Exactly. Now, for someone with an emergency fund,
Yeah.
inconvenience, sure. Manageable, though.
Right.
They're not panicking. They're problem solving. That's a big difference.
What a mental shift, right? Instead of feeling like you're always on defense,
Totally.
financial stability lets you step up, handle whatever's thrown at you.
Be proactive.
And that, I think, leads perfectly into the next big perk, freedom and flexibility.
Yes. This is where it gets really interesting because the article's point isn't hoard wealth. It's about aligning your life with what matters to you.
Okay.
So want to switch careers, even if it means less pay initially, go for it. Dreaming of travel without going broke, this makes it possible. Financial stability means you're not like hostage to your bank account. You have choices.
You can actually say yes to things. Yes. Experiences.
Yeah.
Opportunities. Even just like being spontaneous once in a while without doing all the mental math.
Absolutely. It's huge for your mindset.
And this extends to relationships too, which I thought was fascinating. Because we all know money causes fights.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a top reason couples argue. The article was saying how that tension just erodes even the strongest bond.
Right.
But financial stability flips the script.
100%.
So I'm curious, how does it actually improve things? Is it just less to fight about, or is there something more to it?
Oh, it's way more than that. Think about it this way. When you and your partner are solid financially, you approach money decisions as a team.
Okay.
It's not me versus you about every purchase. It's, okay, how do we get to our goals? That builds trust in a relationship, right?
Absolutely.
Like communication's got to be better. And suddenly, you two can actually focus on like experiences together, dreams you share, instead of just bills.
It's like that saying, teamwork makes the dream work, but like about your finances.
Exactly.
And speaking of dreams, this article talks about how that stability makes those big long-term goals feel more real.
Yes.
You know, the ones we always push back, oh, someday I'll buying a house, starting a business, maybe even early retirement.
It's funny how those big things, when you're just worried about paying rent week to week, they feel impossible.
Right.
But shift the perspective. If you're financially stable, they're not so far-fetched anymore.
You can plan.
You can. You can save seriously, make smart choices, and all of a sudden that someday dream, it's got steps to get there.
It's in reach.
It is.
It's like financial stability. It's not just the money. It's the tools and the confidence to build the life you actually want.
100%.
Okay, but we've been talking about the good stuff, right? Less stress, better relationships, achieving goals. This article doesn't just pretend there's no hard part, does it?
No, it's real about it.
It talks about avoiding debt and those common money mistakes that trip people up. Like, we all make them.
All the time. And it's not even enough to just earn money. You got to know how to manage it right.
Right.
And that's what I liked. They break down some of the basics, the financial literacy stuff, like budgeting.
Ugh, budgeting.
I know, but it's important.
It is.
Using credit cards responsibly instead of, understanding interest rates.
How those actually work, yeah.
Because those aren't just like boring adult things. Those are tools to build your security for years to come.
It's about being in control of your money, not the other way around.
Right.
I will say, for a lot of people, the debt part feels overwhelming.
It totally does.
Are there any tips or tools that they mention to make it feel less scary?
They are. A couple things stood out to me. One, creating a realistic budget. And I don't mean some cookie cutter thing, one that works for you.
Right.
And the good news is there are apps for this now. So many apps.
Too many apps, maybe.
Probably.
No.
But they track your spending, help you see where you could cut back. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Having that clear picture makes a difference for sure. What else?
So tackling debt specifically, they mentioned the debt snowball method. You pay off your smallest debts first. Doesn't matter the interest rate. Just knock them out.
Get that momentum. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Might not be the fastest way mathematically, but the psychology of it,
yeah,
huge. Little wins keep you going.
It's like finally cleaning out that one junk drawer you have. Feels so good. You're like, all right, what's next?
Exactly. And that's what I liked about the article. It connects this stuff not just to your own well-being, but society too,
Yeah, actually, they mentioned that. I'm glad you brought it up. What'd they say?
Well, it's like when individuals are doing good financially, it ripples out. They're more likely to spend at local businesses, support their community, contribute more to the economy. Like everyone benefits from that stability.
It's true. It's like this win-win, right?
Exactly.
Strong individuals build a strong foundation for everyone.
That's the idea.
Now, they talked about retirement again, too, but a little different this time.
Yeah.
It was more about the peace of mind of knowing you're set.
Oh, for sure. Because it's not just about the money, right?
Right.
It's the options you have, the freedom later on in life to not be, limited.
Enjoy it.
Yes. Imagine you're retired, you've got the time, but you're worried about every penny. No good. This is about traveling if you want, all those hobbies you put off, finally doing them, spending time with people you love without stressing about every dime. That's the dream.
It's like finally living life on your terms after all that work. But they didn't even stop there.
Yeah.
The article talks about setting an example for the next generation. So it's not even just about us. It's about giving them a better chance financially. It's like we break the cycle, Instead of all the money stress we felt, they get a fresh start.
Exactly. It's giving them financial literacy right from the get-go.
Which a lot of us wish we'd had. I can think of some very poor choices back in the day if I'd understood budgeting better. Or how credit cards really work.
Oh, yeah.
But never too late to learn, I guess. What I liked is this article is not just saying financial well-being is important. They give you ways to actually do it.
Absolutely. It's that thing, right? It's not about being born rich. It's, did you build good habits? Make smart choices with your money.
Little by little, it adds up.
All those small steps. That's how you get to security and the freedom to live how you want.
It's true. Taking control instead of feeling like it controls you. Well, we have covered a lot. From your actual health being tied to your finances, wild.
All connected.
To teamwork in your relationships, how to reach those big life goals we all have, even leaving things better for the next generation.
It's a lot more than just dollars and cents, isn't it?
That's what's so interesting. It really is. Financial well-being, it's not just a number in your account. It's
the life you're able to have because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're always worried about money, you're not free to do what matters. This is about having the security to weather those storms, make choices that actually line up with what you care about.
Living on purpose, I like that.
Yeah, and finding fulfillment along the way. That's got to be part of it.
So I think to kind of wrap up our little deep dive here, the article leaves us with a question, and we'll leave it with all of you too. Knowing how much this impacts your life, all this financial stuff, what's one small step you can take today to get started, to move towards that well-being?
You could be anything. Download one of those budgeting apps we talked about, see what happens. Talk to your partner, honestly, about money. Maybe just finally set up that emergency fund you've been meaning to.
Even if it feels tiny.
Oh, 100%.
It's those tiny things done over and over that actually create change.
They do. They build that brighter future.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's all for today's deep dive. We hope this got you thinking and maybe even feeling empowered to take action. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.